This week's movies: While We're Young, White God, and Get Hard.
Wait, what happened to my tennis court?
James, you will no longer refer to this area as a tennis court. From this point on, this is the yard. Understand something, James? The yard is the most deadliest part of prison. You gotta step carefully, because if you step in the wrong place at the wrong time, you'll end up in the wrong territory. For a person like you that can't fight, it's not a good thing, James.
An investment banker enlists the man who washes his car to help prepare him for prison in Get Hard. In his review, A.O. Scott writes, "The highest praise I can give Get Hard is that it's not quite as awful as it could have been."
Remember, do not freak out. Lights!
Kevin Hart, as usual, is jumpy and silly, maniacally mugging his way through every scene.
Like a pit bull with no leash.
Will Ferrell uses his big body and his adaptable voice to explore new varieties of embarrassment.
Is my eye touching? No! Answer the question, is my eye touching?
Neither is exactly bad, though both have been better doing other things.
I'm so glad I hired you. This is just what I need. Oh.
I like our life as it is.
Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to take off to Paris tomorrow, we could.
If we're gonna do it, we should plan it at least a month in advance.
A month is still in the realm of spontaneity.
A middle-aged couple befriend a pair of Brooklyn millennials in Noah Baumbach's latest film, While We're Young. In his review, A.O. Scott writes, "Mr. Baumbach is, as usual, a piquant observer of the manners and morals of the various demographic subsets of the white, urban, lower, upper middle class. And this film mostly brings a light touch and a forgiving gloss to its own self-consciousness.
We're worried about you guys. What's with the hat? What? You're an old man with a hat.
It's not afraid to be implicated in the confusion, the self-involvement, and the anxiety it depicts. But there are also areas where it feels soft and compromised, where the subtlety and clarity of Mr. Baumbach's vision seem to desert him."
Let's have kids.
I don't want this to be every time you take a hallucinogen you want to have a baby.
Not every time.
Uram, ez egy utcai vegyes keverék, ez egy korcs, ezután fizetni kell.
Korcsokat be kell jelenteni.
Mit csinálsz? Maradj itt, visszajövök, nem menj sehova!
An abandoned dog gathers a pack to exact vengeance on its human oppressors in White God. In her review, Manola Dargis writes, "This isn't a comedy or a Disney-like anthropomorphized romp. The pack, in all its barking, panting, four-legged glory, is the big payoff in White God, and there's not a computer-generated pooch among them. The camera gets down on all fours, metaphorically, showing you what the world looks like around our knees. The hand that feeds is righteously bitten in this revenge fantasy that's like nothing you've seen on screen before."